out we don't have Shady Side Outlaw this week. It's the first and third Thursday of every month, even though it's been a week since, or this will be the second week since we raced. That there's 5 Fridays in this month, so we will not be racing Thursday on Shady Side Outlaw, but we will probably take the car to Shady Side and shake it down. They got like a no prep kind of deal up at Wilkesboro this weekend. We're probably going to go hit. So wish us luck. Man, mess with this whole F100 over here. Been trying to get it to work right. Can't get the TPS to work right. Keeps giving me an error 108 code, and I keep going crazy. Checking out stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. Well, y'all know I'm a fuel tech guy. Here, I got a little revelation for you. So what I did, I went and picked up a couple of used GM sensors because I've tried some new ones. Can't never seem to get this thing to work right. And like I said, it had one issue like this before. It done it, but then it worked, and then I never looked back at it and never had an issue until I changed the tunes. Then it would act crazy. Well, I can't get the TPS to auto set. Now, Holly system will not run if it don't have TPS set. It just ain't gonna run the injectors. So I said, well, hey, I said, let me just go through and hook the ECU up to the fuel tech and diagnose it. So here, look at this. See that green? See, it's showing throttle. So even when I give it gas, it's working correctly. I'll show you on my throttle body. So I just unplugged that. Now watch this. Now look, my throttle body's hooked up. Bam, working. So I got to look and I said, what's this throttle body here? These holes are gonna have to be elongated a little bit so we can offset it. So any of you guys that are having issues out of your Holly systems, if you have a friend that has a Fuel Tech car, just borrow his car, plug some sensors up into it. We got all the data we need right here on the screen. Fuel Tech tells me everything I need to know. And I can see my TPS on here by plugging it up. I ain't got to go through and fight that thing like I have for 4 or 5 weeks now. Doing the Fuel Tech car. Fuel Tech for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Fuel Tech for the win. For all you Holly guys, jump up in Devin Vanderhoof's mailbox. Well, this Fuel Tech guy's picking on us. Go outrun him. Please go outrun him. I ain't got nothing against no Holly. I just don't understand it sometimes. My Fuel Tech will run with no TPS signal. All you gotta do is just have your adjustable TPS sensor, and this will fix your Holly problem, hopefully. I might be talking too soon. I was going to show y'all this. It might be the adjustment here, you know, to get that old motor to idle. That thing, I mean, it's got a couple turns, but it's still not crazy. But I believe if I would have turned that back out and zeroed the voltage out, I'd have probably had this thing fixed. But I really think this is what my issue is going to be. So I'm going to set this thing, since this is where it was idling at before, for the right, for the air auto motor being the right spot. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna zero that thing out and let's try it and see what it'll do. So I just went out and hit the throttle twice. Oh, same issue. I guess we'll keep on trying more and more and see what's going on. So I had a comment a minute ago I just read. It said that they thought I was being disrespectful, that I turned around and I guess I didn't go back and I didn't watch what I said. I don't know what I said, honestly. I ain't looked back at the video. I don't watch my videos too often until I get like a chance. I'll do a video and I'll go when I'm sitting down eating supper or something like that. Then a lot of times that's when I watch my videos. Like I edit these things and don't, if there's any kind of blemishes or anything, I don't know until a day later, 2-3 days later, when I sit down and eat supper or something. But this week right here has been hectic, so I ain't really had a lot of time to go back to my videos. But I had a comment that was talking about I was disrespectful to Phil because I was like Black Phil, Bill, whatever. Nothing by it. Me and Phil have been friends for a long time. I've known Phil. He's known with me for a long, long time. His channel is BLACKPHILBUILT is the channel. But he's doing John Doc. He don't need my help to help grow his channel. But if you ain't on his channel, go help him out. But like I said, in my phone I have him as Fuel Tech. Because years ago, he had Fuel Tech on his car. Now he's a Holly guy, so we can't. Just playing with you. mail time. She ain't the prettiest, but it is a little bit smaller. I'm gonna go through and hit this thing with a wire wheel real quick to clean it up. See if we can bolt these things together. Hopefully all is well and well is all. So this is a 112, that's a 140, as you can see the size of it. So this thing right here should tighten things up. So let me get a wire brush on this thing, see if we can get it to look a little better. See how cute and small she is. She's so cute. We ended up, it fits, so that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Let's get this thing put on here today and test it. A little comparison. They're both 88 on the insides. 88, that don't even look like an 88, does it? Yeah, big old thing. Old John Deere tractor turbo right there. Where's this little cutie right here? Look at this little thing. This thing right here has done work for me for years. I can't complain about this little turbo. It's been a good one. It's kind of bittersweet taking it off because of how good it's been, but hopefully that big old boy right there is been a little bigger than that one. Hopefully that big old boy right there we'll just do a size comparison. Hopefully that big old boy right there gets her in the wind. So hopefully putting this little bit smaller housing will help us out with that big old wheels. I'm sorry there's a lot of wind noise. It's hot here in North Carolina, as you can tell. I'm sweating a little bit. Got to clean up a little bit of oil right here where I have my oil line, but the whole thing looks pretty good up on there. It don't even look the same without the without it on there. This housing has changed the way the turbo sits, so I'm going to have to play with this to get it sit right. I'm waiting on the clamp from Advance right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up, let it run, let it warm the transmission up, and then after Advance gets out, put the clamp on it, and then we'll go through and see if we can't put it up on the 2-step, see what kind of boost it makes. I've gone through, made some changes to the timing and all. We're gonna see if it likes it or if it don't like. I added a 3-step, so it should go like 5,200 and then come back down. We'll just see if it has enough load to do that with. Let's just check it. Well, it went up there on it, but I gotta figure something out. Something that didn't like it. All right, we made a few more changes. Let's see what it does. Grab the 2-step, it should do the 3-step. Let's see what she does. Alright, let's try this again. This is without the 3-step on. Alright. Grab the brake. This is going to be my last attempt at trying it before I let somebody knows a lot more about it than me, aka Nigel. I changed the charge pressure where it won't open the valve until 1 pound to boost, and it'll close it at 5 pounds. So hopefully it turns around and changes the load on it. It seems like there ain't a lot of load there. So let's see what it does. Alright guys, look, got turbo back on it. So that's what's nice about when you build both kits. You can make it interchangeable. This thing bolts right back up on there. Everything's ready to rock and roll. Anytime I need it, I can borrow it if I want to borrow it. If I have something I need to do to that, I can borrow that. Or heck, if this thing needs something, I can swap them in and back. Like I said, it ain't bad. Old truck's coming along. Now if I can just get this TPS sensor, I gotta tie up the boost controller wires back there a little bit. Figure out what's going on with TPS. I'll split back the wiring harness a little bit to check. Maybe we'll get it figured out. So if I can get the TPS sensor to work, ready to fire this thing back up. It's been a while. I'm ready here. I'm ready to drive it. I'd like nothing more than dig this thing out of its cocoon over here, take it out and go wash it off and dry it. I got to finish up a little bit of Bondo on the door, a little bit on the back on this side. We got to do the front here, and then I got to shave all the holes down the side. I got a little spot to touch up on the door, cut out a couple little pieces, got the skin there. Got to fix that little area right there with the bed and the back corner, and I'll be ready to throw some paint on this thing here soon for Jason. We're getting there though. Like I said, I'm ready to fire it up. This is a perfect time for you Holly guys. This is for y'all. Anybody talks junk about my fuel tech, I'm gonna show y'all why I don't like Holly. So this ECU right here was the one that was sent in and tested. And as you can tell on it, it says it passed test. That's the one that hung the injectors open. So I went there and I was playing with this ECU, couldn't get it to crank, couldn't get a TPS signal, couldn't get that, couldn't get nothing on it. So I went through the config, loaded it, went through and set up a new deal, got to get TPS. So I was like, well, heck, it might be something I'm doing. Mess around with it, next thing you know, this thing ain't doing nothing. Watch this, look. So I turned my key on, watch this. I couldn't get the other one to read RPM signal. It kept saying stalled, even though it was set up and my fuel pump and all that. This still has the tune from before, but watch this. See how we get TPS. Now the injectors are unhooked on this truck and it's just trying to crank with what's in the cylinders. But you see that it tried to crank, even though I got the injectors unplugged. Well, watch this. Let me unplug this real quick, plug the other ECU in. I'm gonna show y'all something. All right, plug the other ECU in the same spot. Watch this. Huh. Look at this. No freaking power on it. Now watch. Watch. I'm going to do this in live time just so you can believe me. Just so you know. This is a new ECU. Let me unplug it. New ECU. Set there. Sorry about the view quality. Got to get my point across. Now watch this. Turn the key on, look, power's on. Look boys, we got another freaking piece of crap ECU. I'm so freaking disgusted. I'm so freaking disgusted, so aggravated, so pissed off. I mean, I know it's a cheap ECU, it's only $1,000. But to be having the problems we're having out of this ECU really ticks me off, because Holly is a big company. I know their stuff's made in China, but they can do better than this. I mean, anytime you have a system like a Sniper or any of their budget stuff, it's always been junk. All their throttle body inject, all that crap's always been nothing but a freaking headache that you can't really do nothing with. I mean, the Dominator's a good ECU until you do like John Dock and them, and the ECU don't have all its outputs and inputs and all that crap that goes along with it. Now, I ain't no professional wirer, but I get it done. Never had no problem out my fuel tech, knock on wood. If I did, it is what it is. But I get by. This crap right here is ridiculous. Truck was running and driving just fine until it wanted to hang the injector open because the ECU went bad. Beyond pissed. So I decided to go ahead and just unhook the one injector that was hung open just to crank it up and see how it does. Just to... We're back running. Oil pressure's good. We're ready to go. Now we just get ECU. They ain't a piece of crap. We'll be good. Light up the other injector up. Well, y'all, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later. Thank you.